Hi, I'm back for another day of backyard adventures, and I decided to do this one just right on the spur of the moment because it just rained today, and the rain is doing some interesting things to my backyard. So I'm wondering if it's also has done some interesting things to your backyard. So here I am in my spot, and I've got my blanket because the ground is really damp now, and you might want to fold the blanket over a couple times because the ground is pretty wet. And the only other thing you need today is something to write with and your notebook. Or remember, if you don't have a notebook, we're just going to use pieces of paper and put them together in a folder or a file or something. So the first thing I'm going to do is walk around and notice some of the interesting things that happened since it's been raining. Okay, do you want to join me? You walk around your place and find interesting things, and we'll come back and share the things that we found. Look what's happening here. These are little acorns from our neighbor's tree, but I think they look so pretty right now in this mud. I'm inspired to make a picture of this. You can see here some that don't have mud. But I wonder how these got so muddy, because this is the concrete, the patio. And so I'm wondering how that area got so muddy, because it's just grass right here around it. But there's a lot of mud right there. It's really wet and muddy under there too. I wonder what those little holes are. They're all around this dirt area, and I wonder what's going in and out of those holes. I don't see any worms or little creatures, but I wonder if they were out earlier and they've made those holes. They're everywhere. Do you see anything like that at your place? They're really small, they're not very big. There's one, and there's one. But they're all over this muddy patch here. So it's really interesting. There's some little things growing. A little bit of green right in this mud. Now what I want you to do is look around your yard and see if you can find a stick or a leaf or some pine needles, something that you can use for a natural paintbrush. Okay, so I think I'm gonna look for a stick because I know my yard has a lot of sticks, and I don't even have to walk very far to find one. Here's one. So see what you can find. You could also use a leaf. If you can find some pine needles, you could use pine needles, whatever you have in your yard. See if you can find that. And then grab your notebooks or paper and look around your yards for a spot that's muddy. I bet you don't have to look very hard today because we just had that rain, right? So what we're gonna do is open up our notebooks, and this will remind us about what today was like. Today was a really rainy day, and it got really muddy in my yard, so I want to remember that. So I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to put it in some mud, and I'm just going to paint my notebook with the mud. Can you see what I'm doing? All right, there it is. I'm going to put the date on this so I can remember that on this date it was a rainy day and that my backyard got really muddy. I'm still searching for worms. If I find one, I'm going to draw a picture of it in my notebook, but so far I haven't found any. So I'd love to see your muddy notebooks, and I'd love to see what your backyards look like. So send me a picture or a Facebook post. Bye!